Hi, my name is Jeff Kaplan. I work with San Diego Studio as a production assistant, and I'm here to walk you through Mod Nation Racers Road Trip. In the Mod Nation Racers, what we did is we took the PS3 franchise and really touchified it so that everything that you do is with the power of your finger. It gives you the opportunity to really create things with a speed and with a precision that you couldn't do before. Right now I'm loading into Track Studio where I'm going to create a track for you. And basically when I start, I'm going to be able to walk you through drawing the track out with your finger. And then we're going to place some props, change some terrain, manipulate the track a little bit, and then we'll get a chance to race on it. So right here, this is the draw track mode. And it's as easy as putting your finger on the screen and drawing the shape that you want. Make a little loop-de-loop there. And that's 5 seconds to draw a pretty cool track. Let's skip the auto-populate for now. So right now it's building the track. Whatever we just drew is going to build out, and then we can manipulate it in any way we want. I'm going to start by manipulating the actual track with our edit track mode. So if you want to create a hill, you just drag your finger up and you create a hill. If you want to depress the ground, same thing, just drag it down. Don't like the way it's angled a little bit, drag it to the side. So like I said, it's just really easy to do whatever you want to the track. We can change the parts that we're manipulating. So if I want to manipulate just the right side of the track, I select those, raise it up for a little bank, and then I can use the copy mode button and copy that along the whole turn. Have a nice little bank turn to race on. And then this is the prop placement. Once again, it's done by touch. So you can pick the prop that you want to do. Right now I'm doing a building spray. I just want to follow my finger along the track, and it's going to build all the buildings along the track right there. Put some monkeys in the middle of the road to run over. And just like the PS3, there's tons and tons of props that you can choose from. Lay some trees down. And you can flip through the different prop packs as well. Like if I want to use, if I want to not be just on the Far East, I can use the Ice World, Seaside, all seven themes, and then all the prop packs, Carnival, Construction. A lot of those you'll have to unlock through racing, through Mod Explorer, which I'll explain later. Now I'll show you the mod terrain. So in the mod terrain, in the finger sculpt, what we really do is we utilize the back touch. I'll close this so we can get a better view. If you push up on the back, it's going to create mountains, just like you're pushing them up through the ground. And then if you want to depress the ground, you push on the front touch, and that'll make lakes and such like that. It's really easy, and it'll detect, all your fingers. You can go as crazy as you want on it. And actually, sometimes that's the way to make the more realistic terrain, is just by going crazy for a little bit. From there, I'll show you our global settings. We can control the sun, bring it down for a nice little sunset, throw it up for high noon, change the entire lighting on the track. So yeah, whatever we just drew out and created in the track, we can have a race on. And it's really takes a matter of minutes to create a track and really do what you want. If you want to create a really good track, of course it takes a little more time, a little practice. There's those monkeys we wanted to run over earlier. But the touch really gives you an amount of precision that you couldn't have before. So we also utilize a couple new things in Track Studio that weren't possible on the PS3. For example, in prop placement, if I go into edit mode, I can place a building and then go into edit mode, select the building, and I can rotate it on axis like this that we couldn't do on the PS3. So you can put buildings on their side, you can race up the side of them, you can do get as creative as you really want to now. Each camera view has its own axis of rotation, so if I want to rotate it that way, I just switch camera views, and the overhead one rotates it around that axis. which really gives you fun things to play with. Like one of my favorite is the sliding platforms, flipping them up and then having them open up as doors. That's one of my favorites that we created. So I'm gonna walk out of the track studio and I'm gonna take us into a race. Some of the other things that we do offer, we have our share station where we can upload any track or creation that you create, and you can publish them from the Vita and download them on the Vita. Also, we have all the PS3 creations available to you day one, so if you go into the downloads, you can access anything that's been uploaded onto the PS3, and that includes, I think, almost 3 million creations now, including 600,000 tracks. Here's our quick race mode. I'll walk you through, let's do this one. This one's fun. And we'll walk you through one of our career tracks. For our career mode, we have 6 tours, each with 5 tracks, so there's 30 new tracks for you to play. As you get further and further on in the career, they get a little more difficult, a little more crazy. We had a lot of fun creating them and thinking up situations to put the user in. And once again, all that, and each one of those has the challenges that go along with it, so you can unlock different assets in the game as you go along. And then once you finish the track, then it's obviously usable for you in all the other modes. We did change some racing aspects, including how the game drifts, so you can almost drift in a straight line now, which it's a little easier for a handheld to give you a little more forgiveness. We redid the AI so that now there's not as much rubber banding. They're just a little better racers, and they don't really bombard you with the same amount of weapons as they used to, which makes it a lot more fun, in my opinion. We added 4 new weapons. They're all nature-based weapons: ice, wind, fire, and stone. And then we also gave you the ability to cache weapons in for boost instead of having to shoot them all the time. So if you're in first place and you have a whole group of people behind you that are shooting weapons at you and you need that vital shield, you can turn your weapons in for boost and then use that to shield. Some of the other things we did is we added a API reticle, so if somebody shoots you, let's see if I can get one of the AI to shoot at me, a target will appear on your cart, and the closer the weapon gets to you, the smaller the target gets. So it makes it a little easier to shield weapons that are incoming. That's the reticle right there, you see right there. One of the other things, if you get hit by a weapon, it tends to slow you down quite a bit, and to get out of that quicker, what we did is we gave a quick release, and basically if you tap the screen or the circle button or the back touch, it will say your cart's on fire, your character will turn around and wave the fire off and put it out so you can go quicker and recover a little bit quicker. That's a really, really fun one. So it really adds different dynamics to the game that we didn't have before. Let's see what else. I'm hitting a blind spot. Any questions or?
Actually, I do have one. If you can kind of repeat it back in the form of a statement. But,
Yeah.
Do you know? Is there any kind of integration besides the PS3 version with the PSP one, or any of that?
Nothing's integrated with the PSP. We really concentrated. The bulk of the creations were done on the PS3, so we really wanted to concentrate on getting those creations into the hands of the user. But yeah, it's not compatible with the PSP version at all. Unfortunately, we weren't able to go that direction. But I mean, I think you'll be happy with the the amount of creations that are already available. I mean, 600,000 tracks, you could race a track every single day for the rest of your life and not run out of tracks. And that is the race right there. For the competitive players, we have a mode in time trial where when you go into time trial, it'll download ghosts, and each lap it's going to pick 2 ghosts for you to race against that are around your skill level, and each lap, if you do better, the ghosts will dynamically upgrade to better ghosts. So you're always going to have a challenge to go in and race, and if you put up the best ghost, then obviously everyone's going to be racing against you. You got the top of the hill. They're going to be coming for you. With that, we also give location-based gaming, where you can pick an area around your home. Say you can check in, and there will be a leaderboard associated within a radius of your area, and you can try and be the king of your local hill and really race against people in your area, and then drop that time. And then go, if you travel, you can really go race against all the people all over the world. Mon Nation Racers Road Trip will be available to you on launch day with the Vita on February 22nd. And I hope you guys are all excited as I am to get your hands on it.